Here in transition from the old to the new. Hello, Utah, and hello, Arizona. Welcome to the Albertan Coyotes Fan. Alright, I've got a thing I gotta talk about just a little bit, and that is a syndrome that I am coining the term of right now, that I've noticed from different markets, but now I'm noticing within the Utah hockey market. And that is new hockey syndrome. Now you might be asking yourself, well, Tim, what is new hockey syndrome? And let me answer that for you. New hockey syndrome is a term that I'm coining for a market, a new market for hockey and their treatment of said hockey team. They tend to overgeneralize things just a little bit. They tend to kind of, in their lack of understanding, which is fine, it's okay. It's okay because I think this is like the third month of hockey in Utah. It's fine to have this going on. But I need to clear the air just a little bit so that we don't have new hockey syndrome running rampant. We don't need a new hockey epidemic. See, I mentioned yesterday that I was not going to do the video until today, which is Sunday. The game happened Saturday. I mentioned I was going to do that because I didn't want to torture people with the yelling, plus I wanted to actually get some sleep, which, I got sleep. It's a great thing. But I also took the last few minutes before falling asleep to go through Twitter and through Facebook to see what the opinion was after the game. And the overwhelming opinion that I saw was that Connor Ingram sucked, and it was because of Connor Ingram that the game was lost last night. That was the overwhelming majority of opinions that I saw. And I'm going to be honest with you, I don't see it. I don't see it at all. You got to understand, there are 5 players that play in front of the goaltender, that play throughout the entire game. Scratch that, there's a couple different lines. There's always 5 players on the ice, but there's a few different lines, a few different combinations of players that play in front of this goaltender. And those combinations of different 5 players on the ice combined for a total of, yes, I wrote on a receipt, 19 shots in the entire game, including overtime. You want to know what Vegas got? 35. That's right. If you do the math based on what the final score was, 31 shots were stopped by Connor Ingram, while only 16 were stopped by Aiden Hill. So what's the real verdict here? What's the real reason that the team lost last night? Not to mention, before we get into all of this, I do want to make a point that we've just played Vegas, which is a good team. Like, they are a really strong team. And we came out of it with a point. So keep that in mind as we go further into this game. So what's the reason that they lost, if not for Connor Ingram? Well, the shot production clearly doesn't help. If you want to score goals, I don't know if you know this, but you gotta shoot. You gotta shoot the puck if you want to score goals. Sometimes, and we saw this in this game, shooting the puck does some unbelievable and crazy things, and the puck ends up in the back of the net. Ian Cole has a goal doing exactly that, with the puck bouncing off of a Vegas Golden Knights glove and into the back of the net. Shoot the puck more. The other thing is defense. 34 shots on the shot clock does not equate to 34 shot attempts. Those are 34 shots that made it to or past Connor Ingram. And contrary to popular belief, apparently, the goaltender is the last line of defense. They are not expected to be the ones carrying the game. They are the ones to make sure that when all else fails, the puck doesn't end up in the back of the net. And in this game, 34 times, all else failed. So let's go through the goals. Not the goals for the hockey club. That was Logan Cooley, Ian Cole, and Alex Kerfoot, by the way. I'll just make that clear. Those are your 3 goal scorers. But as far as the Vegas Golden Knights go in their goals, first goal was a giveaway from the Utah Hockey Club, where now the team is struggling to get onto the defensive, while the team that won the Stanley Cup a couple years ago and is still really good outworked everyone that they were up against. The defense ended up floundering around. One of the players ended up sliding through and past the goal line beside one of the players that was passing the puck to another player across the crease, where Connor Ingram would have to have dived in such a way that he could have gotten the puck. And unless your name is Marc-Andre Fleury, that's not always a guarantee. Sure enough, puck ends up in the back of the net. Second goal. Connor Ingram screened by two of our guys plus one of the Vegas Golden Knights players. The shot goes through, but Ingram stops it. He doesn't see that he stopped it. He just knows that it hit him because he's scrambling looking for the puck, which is now on the tape of another Vegas Golden Knights player who puts it into the back of the net. The only goal that I can say pretty definitively that maybe Connor Ingram should have had it was the third one, and that was just a puck beaten cleanly past him. And then we get to overtime where it was essentially just a matter of the Vegas Golden Knights working the team until they were tired. At that point, they could do whatever they wanted, and they went up, they roofed the puck, it goes into the back of the net. That's the way the game ends. Now, through all of that, again, remember that we still got a point against a team that a couple years ago won the Stanley Cup. And they're still a good, strong team. This is not a team that won the cup and just blew up afterwards. They are still a really powerful team. So it's not a shame that we walk out of there with a point. It's okay. But especially if we're going to blame anyone, we blame the team. We don't blame the last line of defense. Especially not in a game where he didn't even look that bad. The team in front of him didn't perform up to standard, but Connor Ingram looked like the best Utah Hockey Club member out there. So that's it. This is the first of two videos that are coming out today. I've got the Battle of Alberta coming up at the end of the day here, 6 p.m. Game starts, so that means hopefully it ends by 9, which means I've got time to do a video. Because believe it or not, I've still got provincial/national pride. Kind of. So I'll be back for that. In the meantime, stay howling and go Yotes! Thank you so much for watching. If you liked what you saw, you can hit the like button. You can hit the subscribe button. There's a couple different ways for you to show your support. You can leave a nice comment. On the contrary, you can leave a very nasty comment. I'm okay with that. I got one of those yesterday. It was a whole thread of nasty comments. It was fun. There's also a dislike button for you. I'll leave that up to you to decide what you want to do after this. Share this with your friends, and as always, I'll be back.